Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Factorio. So, I have been getting a lot of comments about hitting Alt to turn these on. I know that's a thing, and I try to keep them on, but my recording button, or keybind combo, uses Alt. So I end up turning it off all the time, so I am going to pop in here and fix that. So right here, the show info, I want to change it to... V. There we go. Okay, so hopefully it will stay up from now on. I won't accidentally turn it off, because I cycle it every time that I start and stop recording, so it messes it all up. But anyways, last episodes, we set up a little bit of base defense. So our base is pretty well defended at the moment. Of course, these walls I'm sure are going to expand because I know we're going to need a lot more space than what we've got. And right now I have engine research going because we're going to start working towards getting a vehicle, getting our very first car. So that is well underway. And our map is currently being scanned. Oh, there's more uranium. 1.2 million down there. 2.9... let's see. There's some decent deposits around. A bit of copper over there. Okay. Well, anyways, we're good on resources for the time being. I mean, copper's... I'll probably have to expand out. Whenever I expand out, I'll probably expand out here, because I've got a bit of copper, a bit of iron, a bit of coal, all right in this little area. And then we can expand out and take this little area as well. And yeah, and then we'll just play it by ear. Actually, what's that? There's coal and copper right there. Okay. Well, anyways, today what we're going to start doing is overhauling a lot of this. I think that's the next step, because right now, I mean, you can see we're not producing enough green research. It's the transport belt, which is all stemming from not enough... is it not enough gears? Is that what it is? Yeah. Not enough gears are being produced and sent down here. And of course, this being my first time through the game, I'm sure we're gonna change setups a bit. We're gonna try to do something a little bit more powerful this time. And I think part of the issue is not enough iron, because if you notice, I mean, I've got enough assembly stations that, I mean, these are running, but it's not making it all the way down to here. I am gonna add more assembly stations or assembling machines making gears. But right now, it's just not enough plates. I mean, plates are being spread out, and they're going other places, and it's just not enough of them coming out. I mean, I don't even have steel going anywhere yet. I still don't have enough plate production. So we're going to overhaul. We're going to start with overhauling mining and smelting, and then kind of stem it out from there. So, also, one thing I want to do this episode is kind of what I'm thinking is our base is going to expand, and we're going to have, like, segments, maybe? I don't know. See, I'm not 100% sure. But one thing I do think we're going to do is we're going to take some of these walls and something kind of just for like looks purposes. I want to bring out these walls and make like a second layer that kind of like blocks in where all that ammo is. And I'm going to break off like right in there, because I'm going to put a gate that kind of goes through there, and this is actually going to have to go underground, so I'm going to change that over as well. But I do kind of want a wall that kind of runs around this. I think it looks a little bit better, and then we're going to go back in that little area and put in concrete as well. So, like a little bit later on. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, because this is all going to get changed over soon as well. So eventually that wall is going to run around through here, but for right now I'm going to leave it as is. And then we'll kind of just pick back up. Let me get around all this mess. And we'll just pick back over here and bring it around. And I am going to have to make openings for gates. I'll make more gates, probably this episode, and add those little openings for the gates. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and start kind of changing all this system over. And for right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a whole bunch of those. And I'm also going to need, let me go ahead and grab like iron plates. And I want to make more steel furnaces. We're also going to need some stone bricks. Okay. But I want to go ahead and make some steel furnaces, and then we're going to start expanding out on this. I'm going to put these away as well. Okay, so we can order 15 steel furnaces. I think we're going to order all 15. There we go. They are crafting. And we need to figure out a place to... I'm also going to need to order mining drills. Let's go ahead and order just 8 of those. That's fine. I've actually got quite a few here, and I actually need to space these out because they're not really running it. Well, I mean... they're mining off of this little section here a little bit faster. So, I mean, they are still running at full efficiency, but they're, say, like this one's already done. So we're going to kind of overhaul this layout as well this episode. But what I'm thinking is, and let me get, let's see, do I just want to go with stone bricks for now, or do I want to wait for concrete? It's 1,000, though, for concrete. Yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah, we're just going to go with, we're not going to put anything down yet. We're going to wait for concrete, and then I'm going to change all this over. But what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to set them up down in this corner and try to start making the most of our space in this area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do, like, let's see, I'm going to do furnace, and I'm going to try to clean up some of the wiring today as well, as we work on this. Yeah, we're just going to space these out. I'm going to do like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, let me bring this out one from the wall. This will fit kind of nice in here. Okay, we got 10 steel furnaces right there. And then we're going to go ahead and take, and we're going to set up, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll set up another line of 10 furnaces. Well, we got 15 right now, and then we'll expand. And then I want to do an inserter. Let's see, we'll do inserter here, 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 and then we're going to do here, 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 just along like this. And I know these are pointing in this direction, these are pointing in that direction. I know. It's on purpose. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves some long-handed inserters. Just as many as we can order right now. I'm going to have to get some more of these going. I'm going to need more iron plates, of course. Alright. And we are going to do the opposite. We're going to have these face in this direction. So they're going to face up. There we go, and I need some more of those. And then for our wires, let's go ahead and set these up like there, there, there. Okay, and I need some more of those. Let me go ahead and just order a bunch. We're pretty close to getting the better ones. I don't know if we'll change everything over to the better ones. I think the ones that run around the outside are okay. And the ones that are going to be set up in here, okay. This area right here is just one big mess. And that's one, you know, that's part of the reason I'd like to start cleaning this up today, is because the base is an absolute mess. I mean, it's starting, it's not even really starting to come along. It's just a big mess, is what it is. Let me go ahead and get some more of these. And iron plates, let's grab a bunch of those. And let me get some more long-handed inserters. There we go. And then we're going to need 5 more steel furnaces. Let's go ahead and order those. And then I'm going to need 5 more long-handed inserters. We'll go ahead and get those. So we'll have 20 steel furnaces processing iron at the moment. And then I can... I don't know if the electric furnaces are more efficient, like faster or not. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know that there are electric furnaces before too long. But I'm not for sure like how effective they are or anything like that. And then we'll just go ahead and duplicate that. And long-handed inserters facing up. There we go. Okay, and then I just have to set up power cables. And I'm just going to do the same thing just right over here. And just kind of bring it across. That way it's a little bit cleaner this way. You know, it doesn't look like quite so much of a mess in this section. And then let me order like some lamps too, just so we can light this up and make it look a bit nicer. And then I tell you what, for now, Long term, I do want concrete over here, but it's so ugly like this that I'm just going to go ahead and run some stone. Just straight on back like that, and we'll go ahead and just bring it out to right there, I guess. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to set up conveyor lines. So these are, let's see, this one's feeding out. That means that this line is going to run in this direction. And actually, we don't need this conveyor right here. This one's going to run in this direction. Like that. And then this one is going to run in this direction. And I need more conveyors. Transport belts, whatever. Same thing. And we'll just run these out to there. Oh, and I need to put one more power line right there. Okay. There we go. Now we have a little steel furnace area. Of course, this needs coal and this needs iron. So we're going to start feeding that over. Coal production's over here. And what I'm going to do, I don't really need coal going up in this direction anymore. I'm just going to route this over. And what we're going to do is the copper is actually probably going to come down here. Because I don't think I have to worry about having copper close to this. Because this vein, of course, is just going to be temporary. Eventually, it's going to be out of copper. And then we're going to have to do our mining elsewhere and then send it over to here. But I'd like to have one core smelting area for the base and just kind of expand it, you know, and maybe bring it up or something like that and have most of our furnace work, long term, probably most of our furnace work in this section. And kind of what I'm thinking is the walls are going to probably expand out. Like if we look here, this is probably just going to eventually be like a segment of the base. And then there'll be more walls out. But I'll probably leave the turret set up because I kind of like it, you know. Just kind of running around this. So if they were to break into the base, you know, they can't break into the inner walls and stuff like that. So, so what we're going to do is, and this is going to make the base pretty much stop running for a little while. Can't be helped. Let's go ahead and just break this off. We're going to change up the way the conveyors come in. We're going to have these come in over in this direction. So coal is going to come down just straight along like this on that side of the belt. And we're going to keep this like belt side specific. So coal comes down on that side and then we're going to have iron. What I'll probably actually do is let's go ahead and set up the miners. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have a miner setting like here. Miner setting, because if you notice there's a little blue line around that, you guys probably already know, but there's iron right underneath that, but I guess it'll be alright. And so we're going to space these out like that. And not to mention that's going to give us space to move between these, but it's going to give them like a full little segment that they can mine. And then we'll go ahead and just bring this up like that. And I think this is going to be a little bit better for us. And then, oh yeah, we have to take into account that there is iron that sometimes comes from this. Actually, I think they've got all the iron. Yeah, all the iron's already over here. If I start mining, if I start moving these to some place that mines iron, I'll just, I'm going to add a little sorting system right here to handle that. I'll probably actually set up a sorting system anyways. Just right over here, and then I don't have to worry about how the belts connect necessarily. I can just have it all split off over here. I think that would be good, but let's go ahead and pull up this, and this, and this. And we'll add that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring that over, that over, that over, that over. And let me order a bunch more transport belts. And basically this is just going to come down. It's going to feed down onto that line. And we'll just do it like that. There we go. And I got these lights. Let me go ahead and put these down because it's dark and I don't like it. I'm just going to set them down like... See, if I did every other one... like that. I think that would look pretty good. Not to mention it keeps the place well lit up. So there we go. And basically the idea is iron and coal come down this line and then the plates come out right here. And then what we're going to do is have it come out and it's going to go into more processing, like steel processing, for example. Which all this iron's kind of in the way, but that's okay. We're going to get that mined up. Okay, and then I need to run power over to these. And I'm just going to set up... we'll do like a power cable there and there just to keep it all clean. And then we'll run one down to right there. And then just across. Like, well, no, it can't go right there. See, I kind of wish I had the better power cables right now. I do, in fact. We'll run it to right there. That'll be fine. Okay, so these are going to start getting power, and they're going to start running. Of course, these are running the iron. It's sending it down, and these are starting to make the steel plates for us. Of course, we have to send the steel plates somewhere. And we need to set up more miners, because these furnaces do smelt pretty fast. I'm not going to be able to run 20 furnaces at the moment with iron, with just 8 miners, but we're going to fix that. And I need to check on my power production. We're doing okay. Of course, we're not running half the base over here because I have no coal. Well, there's a little bit of coal right there. This is going to run out. So I need to deal with that really quick. And so what we're going to do is let's get ourselves a fast inserter. And we're going to just bring a coal line out like right here for right now. This is somewhat temporary, and that's due to the fact that the coal production isn't always going to be right here. It's going to come in from elsewhere. So this and this, all the mining setups and stuff they're going to change before too long. I should think. So okay, and I can actually tear up a lot of these transport belts. But my goal is to build something that'll stand the test of time a little bit better. Because right now this stuff it's not really great. It's just, it does the trick. And I'd like to start working on something. Of course, we're going to unlock like new tech and stuff like that over time. But I'd like to start working on something that will stand the test of time a little bit better, hopefully. Okay, and there we go. That's connected up. And then eventually that's probably going to be part of our like little resource highway there, but for now this will be okay. And I did have some comments. I had a couple comments about changing these to burner inserters. And I had actually considered that at one point, but I can't. But then I was like, well, there's really no benefit to it. And nobody's actually told me a benefit as to it, like a real benefit. Like, I know if this coal line, like if it runs out of power, it can still feed coal into the boilers. But at the moment, if I run out of coal, I mean, if I had like trains or something and I had coal coming in from like off-site, maybe, maybe that would make a little bit more sense. But right now, I can't really see any benefit to it because if I run out of coal on this line, I have a larger underlying problem than having to jumpstart the boilers, I think. Like, if I have to bring over a little bit of coal and dump it in the boiler, that's fine. And honestly, I feel like this is a little bit safer right now because if I don't have coal or something, if I don't happen to have any coal lying around, if I had burner inserters, it would just burn every bit of coal off the conveyor lines. Like, there wouldn't be any straggling pieces. And so, like, I'd have to go out, if I didn't have any coal lying around, I'd have to go out and mine some coal. I mean, there would probably be coal inside the burner inserters, but even still, I'm going to have to jumpstart. It's all the same, I think. I don't know. I can't really see any benefit to it. I've tried to come up with some ideas to the benefit of it, but I can't really see any benefit to changing that over. I think it's a popular thing, but I just can't see any benefit to it at the moment. Unless I had, like, trains or something like that. But, I mean, I plan on going with a bit of solar energy, so I think I would have power to run inserters anyways. So, I don't know. But if you guys have, like, a specific reason as to why that's better, I think the electric inserters are more efficient, right? like as far as coal goes. I think the electric ones, they don't take a whole lot of power. So I think they'd be more efficient. So I feel like it would just kind of be extra. just for the sake of it. I don't know, I can't. But if you guys have an idea as to why that's actually beneficial, let me know. But I haven't come up with an idea as to why I should do that. But anyways, now that that's set up and that's running and everything's happy, let's go ahead and, I mean, we've got a lot of plate production. Let's go ahead and bring this out. I'm actually going to break off this. I'd like to stop iron coming up through here and give this time to kind of smelt all the iron that's got. And we can clean up all these mess of cables. And there we go. We have, oops, I didn't mean to pull up that light, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to get, I don't have any iron bars, iron plates. Let me get some of those. And I want to make a couple sets of underground belts. And we're going to go ahead and just bring this out to like right there. And then we're going to curve it down. And then set up another underground line that brings it out like to right there. So the iron plates are coming down for right now. And then we're going to kind of curve this off. And then curve it back along like that. There we go. So we've got iron plates coming down alongside this coal here. And, of course, this is like the source line where all of it's coming from. And then what I'll probably end up doing is bringing out, like I'll probably have another 20 furnaces over here. And then they'll send their items out and connect into that and so on. And let me go up here and get some walls real quick. I shouldn't have put those up because I was going to need them. Okay, and these steel furnaces are kind of done. I'm going to start that one up. I mean, they've got coal backed up. That's fine. Let me grab... Let's see. Let me just grab, like, all of this stuff. And actually, I'll tell you what. I want to change this slightly. Of course. Let's go ahead and fix that. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up another set of steel furnaces. We're going to have these, like, one setting right there. Okay, if we set up... I'm going to do, like, 5 steel furnaces for right now. I'm probably going to end up expanding that pretty quick. And we're going to bring these through. And I'm just going to have the iron run through this section before it goes anywhere else, I do believe. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a filter inserters. I've got some. Yeah, right here. I pulled up a gate. Where'd I think I made a gate. Yeah. Go ahead and order one more of these. We're going to set these setting like right along here. And we're going to filter it and we're going to say that you can only accept coal. And then shift right click and then we can just left click or shift left click and we can set these so that they only take coal. So we can like copy those settings. There we go. A lot quicker that way. And let's see, we're going to run power to there, there, there. I don't like that power cable right there, but at the same time it is kind of temporary. Well, actually, I could pull that up and that'll connect over. That looks a little bit better. There we go. That is like totally, well, it's backed up on plates, so that would be the reason. And then we're going to get ourselves, let me get 5 fast inserters. And then we're also going to get 5, or actually just 2 long arm inserters. And we're going to set up another line that runs out like right here. And then let me go ahead and set up some lights here. And I'm going to do like light, light, light. And do I want to go ahead and do stone bricks? I'm going to say yes. Yeah, might as well. We'll go ahead and make that look a little bit better. Stone's not really what I would like to use, but why can I not get rid of these bushes? They just kind of like stick through the ground. Maybe once I get landfill, I can just landfill it and get rid of them. I don't know. But I think that only works with water, though. I'm not for sure. No, actually, I think landfill just is, it's grass, and you put it over anything. And you can put it over water, but... okay, so our inserters and stuff are done. Let's go ahead and get a fast inserter and have it setting right here, feeding into the steel furnace. There. And then we're going to take our long arms and have those ran across like that. So they're going to pull the steel out and put it onto that conveyor belt over there. So that way we'll have automatic steel production going on. There we go. And steel is being created. So steel and iron plates are running off this way. Because I feel like steel is kind of like a key resource. Same with the iron plates. Like iron and steel kind of goes together, and we'll have that processing right here. And then let me go ahead and take and set up, if I can find them, our walls. I want to bring this up right along here. And then right along there. And I'm just going to have these run along behind. We're probably going to have some more steel furnaces, but I'm going to have these run along behind these steel furnaces like that. Because this isn't really an area that I'm going to be walking in, so I think that would be okay. Okay, and I need some more bricks to clean up that back there. Let me go get some more bricks so it looks a little bit better. That's a lot more compact, right? That's all the iron and steel right in there instead of this like long line that we had going on. I was tired of looking at it, honestly. The base was... It was doing its job, sort of. I mean, I need more production on certain things, but it was kind of doing its job, but it was really ugly at it. And so I kind of wanted to clean this up today. And like, I do apologize because I know it feels like we're kind of cleaning up the same stuff like multiple times, but I think that's Factorio, I think. And this way our cables will be cleaned up and look a little bit nicer than what we had going on. So, okay, so now that that's set up, and we are going to bring some walls out, and I'm probably going to set something up over here. Maybe just like radars or something, I don't know. Okay, and I think we're going to go ahead and set up 5 more steel furnaces there, because there are eventually going to be steel furnaces, and then I'm going to have to bring some coal around. It's not really an issue. Kind of what I'm thinking we can do is, let's see, the iron plates are right there, the steel's right there, so it's just a process of setting up some more long-handed inserters. Like 5 of those, 5 fast inserters, 5, well actually we don't even need filtered inserters. Let me cancel that. Okay, so we're going to have long arm inserters that grab the iron plates right there, there. I'm trying to have them like kind of reversed. And then we'll have, once the fast inserters are done, we'll put those there. And then we're going to have just inserters right here that feed in the coal like that. And then what we'll do is, for the coal, I think, do we just want to have a filter, or do I want to use a splitter? I think I'm just going to use a filter, because a filtered inserter is going to be more than enough coal, because these things, it's not like they just eat coal. I mean, it does take a little while for it to burn down the coal. It's going to be plenty to feed just 5 steel furnaces. So we're just going to have a filtered inserter setting right. I'll set that right there, and I'm going to have to run some power. I'll just put a power cable right there. And because we're going to have, let's see, this is going to come down. And this is going to come across like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to have this come down. And honestly, I think 10 steel furnaces. If I need more, I can add more. But at least for right now, 10 steel furnaces are going to be fine. And then I can expand if I need to. We'll run that down along like that. We'll go ahead and just bring these resources out. And then, it's going to be a while before I even need 10 steel furnaces, I think. I'm barely even using steel at the moment. I know that's going to change, but for right now, I think this will be fine. And then we'll just set this up to filter. Well, actually, I can just shift left click, and there we go. It's going to bring that coal over. And then we'll have power line, power line, power line. And if I was to pull that up, aha, it still provides power. Awesome. That's looking a little bit better on cable management and stuff. Of course, we're pretty close to being able to get better cables, but... okay, so the next thing... Well, next up I need to add lights to kind of match. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this out like that. And I'm going to put a wall that runs right along here. Just so we kind of have some of this stuff walled off and kind of on its own. You know, so this is steel production. This is iron plate production. I think it's going to look a whole lot nicer. Let's see, let's go up here. Let me steal all of these and all of this stuff. I didn't mean to grab that wire, but it actually doesn't really matter if I grab it. All this stuff's going to get clean. I think everything is going to get moved. I'm not happy with any of it. But I think after this time, I think I'm going to be happy with it. I think so. Just because we're going to make it all look a lot nicer, I think. Because I already think that looks a whole lot nicer than that big mess that we had before. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up... let me grab these. What even is that? Oh, wooden chest. I haven't used one in a while. Oh, that's not going to fit in there. No. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking I would put that... I mean, I could remove the wall, but I really don't want to remove the wall because I think it looks nice. So we're going to put something else out here. And we're going to leave this as is. So what we're going to do is, after this comes out, and we're going to put a wall that kind of runs across like that, and then across right there. Let's see, we'll do that. I could have like a pathway that kind of runs up, and then I could bring this across and bring it up from there. Oh, that might actually be kind of nice. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Oh, I'm being attacked. Right there. They didn't even make it to the wall and they're just dead. Alright. So I'll tell you what we could do. Let's bring this up from here to, say, right here. And then if we did an underground belt, I don't know if it would reach this far though, would it? Like if I put it right here, it's not going to reach far enough. No. Let me see. When do I get the better belts? Because there are better belts coming up. I think it's like logistics 2. Yeah. Maximum length of 7. But I need 800 science pack 1s and 2s. Because I think it would be kind of cool if we had like a pathway that kind of runs around the base like this. Not all of it be this small, but this is kind of like if I want to get a closer look at this stuff. Kind of a maintenance hallway sort of thing. I think that would be kind of nice to have. So for now I'm just going to leave it like this. And then I'm going to make some changes later. Once I get those better underground belts. And what we'll do is we'll have this go underground, the wall closed in, and it's going to come back up right here. And that way we can have this all open. And we would have like, the wall would just kind of run up. And then this would have to get scooted out one more. And then just kind of brought around. That's not a problem. And it would kind of run up like that. But, I mean, at the same time, all this iron's in the way at the moment, too. So it's not that big of a deal. If we have to wait a minute on that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to... we're going to split off some of these iron plates. And we're going to start making... which I guess if this is going to be right here, I need to bring this wall out so it stays even. So I don't know if I want to... Let's see, I don't know if I want to bring the iron plates out and then have them like go to a place that splits off to all the automation that needs them. Or how I want to do that. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to have... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have another batch of 10 steel furnaces over here. And so this wall is going to come out, and these... I'll probably have to pull these up because I got this coal, and I want to mine all this stuff up. But they're going to come out to about right there, and then the wall's going to come up, like right in here. And these conveyors are just going to continue on through, and then they're going to get routed up and go to where like the automation happens. And that's going to put it at about right in here of the base. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this gate, I think. and probably remove this gate. And then I'm going to put like a main gate right in here that kind of comes up and enters like the center of this, like between the processing. And then what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to set up copper smelting. Just right opposite, pretty much opposite the iron smelting. And then what we'll do is we can duplicate, you know, another 20 steel furnaces here, and another 20 there, and another 20 there, and then maybe have it split open right here so we have another main entrance. Like right there, I think main entrance here, here, and then, you know, probably one opposite it. And then like long term, this is going to be a lot of like smelting going on in here. Probably keep bringing this up a ways and copper up a ways. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need, but that way we can kind of expand it up like that. And then I'll probably duplicate the steel furnace. Once all this iron's done mining, I'll do another 10 steel furnaces up here and another 10 right over here. So it's mirrored on the other side. And I think once that's done, I think that would look pretty good. I think. Because it would be a lot more organized than what we had before. And then it would be like dedicated areas for smelting too, which would look a whole lot nicer. So, I still wish I knew how to get rid of these bushes. I hate these things. Because they're just kind of like poking up through my bricks. And there's like no way to get rid of them. They're just kind of there. But, I don't know. I mean, a lot of it's going to have conveyors and furnaces and arms and stuff like that over the top of it. But, oh well. So, anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode. Between episodes, I am probably going to, over here, I'm going to set up copper smelting section, because it's literally a mirror of kind of what we just set up right over here. Just send in coal, send in copper. I'm going to have to bring the copper, for right now, I'm going to have to bring the copper down from up here. Just bring it down, and then I'm going to feed it into smelters. So I'm going to do that off camera, because I don't really want to make you guys have to watch like another, I don't know, half episode or something of me setting up copper smelteries. So then next episode, whenever we come back, we'll have the copper smelting done, iron, steel, and then we'll organize, you know, a lot of the auto crafting. We'll bring it up to like, I think like a hub area, and then we'll kind of spread it out into auto crafting. I may actually go ahead and bring it a good ways up, because that way I have plenty of room to kind of expand the iron smelting up through here, and then maybe expand the copper smelting, and then we might organize the power section next episode as well. So, then once we get all this organized, we're going to have a lot more auto crafters for making stuff, and so research should be faster, and we should stay up on materials a bit better than we have been, I think. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.